Before we proceed, let me provide you with the following information.
We Rockefellers. We Rockefellers.
Rockefeller? Rockefeller is actually a derivation of Rockefeller. Rockefeller is the surname of one of the wealthiest families on planet Earth. This family, distinguished by the exploits of John D. Rockefeller, is an industrial, banking, and political family of Germanic origins. During the late 19th and early 20th century, the Rockefeller family made the world's largest private fortune in the oil business primarily through their Standard Oil company. This family also has a long-standing association and financial interest in the Chase Manhattan Bank, now J.P. Morgan Chase. Did you know that the Chase Manhattan Bank funded Hitler's Nazi Party? Confusing, is it not? Well, the Rockefeller family is in fact a globalist elitist family of Germanic origin. The Rockefeller dynasty wields great power over global financial markets and has enormous influence on world politics. They are in fact globalists and are proponents of what has been termed by many as the One World Order, or the New World Order. The concept of a New World Order is not new at all, as evidenced in the historical objectives of the elitist ruling political families of the ancient Egyptian Empire, the Hittite Empire, the Assyrian Empire, the Babylonian Empire, the Roman Empire, the European colonialist empires, amongst countless others. The New World Order is therefore not new and is systemically comprised of the belief that the destiny of humanity on Earth is one of total planetary rule via a one world government, one world religion, one world economy, one world currency, one world order. The New World Order is simply a code word used to signify a control system that has enveloped the world for millennia. In his memoirs, dated 2002, David Rockefeller, the son of John D. Rockefeller, is quoted saying, "For more than a century, ideological extremists at either end of the political spectrum have seized upon well-publicized incidents, such as my encounter with Castro, to attack the Rockefeller family for the inordinate influence they claim we wield over American political and economic institutions. Some even believe we are part of a secret cabal working against the best interests of the United States, characterizing my family and me as internationalists, and of conspiring with others around the world to build a more integrated global political and economic structure. One world, if you will. If that's the charge, I stand guilty, and I am proud of it." Conspiring with others around the world to build a more integrated global political and economic structure? One world? What is he talking about here? One world equals one world order equals new world order. These comments are not surprising when one learns of some of the international organizations supported by the Rockefeller family. The Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, the Bilderberg Group, the Asia Society, the Population Council, the Council of Americas, the Group of 30, the World Economic Forum, the Brookings Institution, the Peterson Institute, the International Executive Service Corps, the Institute of Pacific Relations, the League of Nations, the United Nations, the United Nations Association. United Nations equals one world. One world equals one world order. One world order equals new world order. Amongst the global political ruling elite in general, and the Rockefeller family in particular, bloodline is extremely important. The surname Rockefeller is not such that anyone can use it for commercial purposes. Furthermore, it is likely that the name itself is a trademark of the Rockefeller Foundation, making it impossible for anyone to use the name or any derivation thereof without the express written consent of the Rockefeller family. And yet, somehow, Jay-Z has been able to launch his own record label, Rockefeller Records, and subsidiaries Rockefeller Films, Roc Nation, Roc La Familia, Roc Radio, Roc-A-Ware, amongst other corporate ventures carrying the derivation of the surname Rockefeller. Is Jay-Z's use of the surname Rockefeller a genealogical declaration? Could it be that Jay-Z is a descendant of the Rockefeller dynasty? Is it possible that Jay-Z's road to fortune and fame is not one of rags to riches as suggested through media? Could it be that Jay-Z's road to wealth and fame is solely the result of his bloodline? I will propose to you that the lyric "We Rockefeller" defines the lineage or bloodline of a group of possessed human beings. It also suggests that Jay-Z is part of this bloodline. Jay-Z states that we fly higher than weather. If our translation of the term Rockefeller is correct, as previously described, then we can assume that the use of "we" is merely Jay-Z's reiteration that the Rockefeller bloodline is impervious to the effects of the financial crisis. They are in fact above the looming financial crisis in that they fly higher than the financial storm. For the duration of this lyrical analysis, I will use the term entity and entities interchangeably, for reasons which will become apparent later. The entity states, and G5s are better, you know me. What does G5 mean? There are many different possible meanings. I will provide you with 3 of the most fitting. 1. In relation to solar bodies, a method of star or sun classification, G1, G2, G3, G4, G5. More specifically, the classification of star or sun types. The star or sun that the Earth revolves around is a Class G star. 2. The group of 5, or G5, consists of 5 of the world's leading industrialized countries: France, Germany, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the United States. 3. In relation to genetics, the former haplogroup G5 Y DNA, a human Y chromosome haplogroup. There are many other possible meanings, but for now I will use the first meaning in that it has more immediate relevance to the lyrics.
The G5s are better, you know me.
And G5s, in relation to sun classification, are better, you know me. These lyrics are spoken by the entity that possesses Jay-Z. The entity first defines itself as G5, of which, in this particular lyrical approach, has its roots in relation to solar bodies. The entity then promotes itself as better. Better? Compared to what? Recall that the previous lyric translated to "The Rockefellers fly higher than the financial storm or crisis," followed by "and G5s are better." Could it be that the entity is making this claim to indicate that it is better, stronger, or more powerful than the possessed Jay-Z and the Rockefellers? This would be consistent with the possessor-possessed relational construct. The entity that possesses Jay-Z then states, "You know me." The entity has clearly defined itself. We now know it to be 1. G5 in title or classification. 2. Somehow related to solar bodies. 3. Better than or stronger than the possessed Jay-Z and the Rockefellers.